Hello and welcome back to episode number 7 of Jobless Weebs. I'm your host for today, Marco, the Big Brown Mexican. With me today is Brian.
Yep.
How are you, Brian?
Oh yeah, pretty good today. Yep.
How was this week?
Not so great actually. Well, yeah, I haven't been eating very well at my place, but looking forward to the weekend to recover. Yeah, work is just, it's a drag.
Are you still working from home? Or
yeah, still working at home, thankfully. And I also have like another week left, but then I'll have to go back in. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes though. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, not too excited.
Well, this week I just realized that the only thing in here, or like in the week, that helps me go through, it's Friday.
Oh
the
yes.
Friday that we record, or like the Friday that I have from work.
Oh yeah.
Because my work week is only Monday to Thursday.
That's right.
So it's like I just leave for the Friday, literally.
Yeah.
I rather be working, editing the video.
Oh yeah.
For that week. And I don't care if I haven't eaten, because I just get so into it that it's like, oh, I'm not hungry.
Yeah, to make it look good. Yeah.
I'd rather be looking at this and trying to find some more ways that we can improve every episode, or just like my overall skills with the software.
Wow.
That in my job is like, oh my gosh, 5 more hours till the next break. How am I gonna live through that? So yeah, my work this week was again rough.
Oh yeah, you're going through some odd situations. Yeah. Some odd circumstances. I remember.
Yeah, and
that sucks.
Just a couple more months, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, working on this podcast and catching up on some anime that we're gonna talk about. Some of the newest anime that came from Netflix, and you know Netflix, they don't stick to seasons. They're just like, here, you want some anime?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some anime, and
that's right. They just release it all at once, which is sometimes nice, but yeah, just a unique way of doing it.
It's depending on the anime, of course.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be a new anime on Netflix that it's called Godzila Turning Point.
Oh.
That it's about to come out at the end of this month of June.
Oh.
But
okay.
that was counted as part of the spring season of 2021. So if you go to like, those kind of sites of the illegal type,
they'll already be there.
Yeah, you will find the weekly episode.
Okay, wait, is this is different than the Godzilla trilogy, the CGI one that was last year, I think? What is?
I'm not sure.
Okay, what's this one about? I haven't looked into it.
Me neither, but I think I don't think it's a CGI.
Oh, okay.
Or
okay.
If it might have a little bit of CGI, but it is mostly a 2D version.
Oh, okay.
Which I will probably will be checking out soon.
Yeah, I'll have to do some research. Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I've been catching up with the anime that it's left from this season. So from the moment that spring ends and summer starts, there's like a 1 to 2 week space.
Oh yeah.
Of where you're in a limbo.
That's
of like,
right.
There's still a few animes that will come to an end. Some that still continue. But the new ones are kind of like a couple days away. So in between that frame of time, it's like I will probably watch some of these anime that I didn't have the time to, or I was just not really drawn
into it. Yeah, sounds fair. Nice. Yeah, I'll also have a couple that I'm diving into again. Oh yeah.
So coming back to what we were talking about of some of the Netflix anime series that I want to talk about. Actually, today I started and finished two animes from Netflix.
You finished already?
Yes.
Whoa.
I started them today and I finished them today.
Okay.
It was like my golden days.
Oh yeah.
And one of them is the Records of Ragnarok.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I also started that. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
How far did you make it?
A few episodes. Yeah, so I'm let's see here. I think the first fight is about to wrap up. Yeah.
Okay, so you're still between Thor and Lubu.
Lubu, that's right.
Lubao.
Yeah.
Well,
Lubu,
he's
Chinese.
Chinese.
That's right.
Warlord,
that's right.
Right.
Yeah, Chinese warlord from the Three Kingdoms era, I believe.
Yeah, and I was actually, as I was watching the anime, I was checking the Wikipedia facts.
Oh yes.
I mean, of course.
Oh yes.
I
you
know.
gotta pull it up.
I know it's an anime, so they're going to throw some crazy stuff, but at the same time, they and a lot of times with anime, they want it to be kind of like in some sort of way historically accurate.
Yeah.
Like, and we've seen it before, like with the Fate series.
Oh yeah, Fate series. I was gonna say there's another one that deals heavily with like a lot of old tradition and myths and stuff. Yeah. So you were fact checking.
Yeah, I was kind of fact checking, and it was like,
I did too a bit.
And of course.
Oh yeah.
What it struck me out more was that I'm not like a big fan of like strictly battle oriented animes.
Oh.
I'm more of an action kind of thing.
Yeah.
But of course I actually have a lot of respect for straight fighting animes.
Oh right.
Like Baki, which is also Netflix.
Ooh,
and
yeah, Baki. And,
I forgot the name.
Megalobox.
Yeah, Megalobox is also a fighting one that I've actually come to love this season.
Oh yeah.
Because they've extended a lot more from just fighting.
Oh.
And more into a psychological kind of thing. So that was really good.
Yeah.
But what struck me from Records of Ragnarok was this way in which the plot pretty much just plays with religions, mythology, and
culture
from everywhere.
Right. Yeah. That was the first thing I noticed. I think I saw Zeus, and then I saw Odin, and I was blown away. I was like, wait, what? And also Shiva, and I was like, what? Because they're all mixed together.
Yeah. So we're seeing like a mixture of the Greek gods, the Nordic gods, the Indian gods, a lot of like Buddhist gods, which I'm a little confused with Buddhism because as far as I know, Buddha was not a god. Buddha was a person who they believe reached kind of like nirvana, which I guess it could be interpreted as godhood.
Godhood, deity, enlightenment. That's right. Yeah.
And something that I also kind of like was the scenario that they put both sides in which the gods is not actually just one god. And it's like a community of gods.
Yeah, of all gods throughout all time, just all together. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
so cool.
that also. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, in the council of, I'm spacing out now. In the council that they have for like every 1,000 years or something to determine the fate of the humans. Yeah.
Yeah, that was something that was also pretty interesting because they were like, oh yeah, every now and then we decide if we destroy them or not, and they also made some kind of like allegations to the Bible.
Oh, they did. Oh, they did.
Yeah. They were like, like the flood, right? Cause
they did mention that.
And it's like, oh yeah, all the Council of Gods agreed that the flood was a good idea,
and so it happened.
And even though they didn't state like God or like the God from the Christians, they do cover Christianity also a little bit, and you will see it on the second fight.
Okay. Yes. I have some inklings to the people that are in the battle, but oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, because they do cover a lot of deities, and I think that they do focus on Zeus as being like
as the main
god.
Yeah,
of course,
like an arbiter.
We also have Odin, but it seems that kind of like Odin is like the second on command.
Yeah, he's more behind the scenes of what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, but also one of the funny things is that the person who pretty much is the one who begins this fight between gods and mankind. Mm-hmm. It's Valkyrie.
It's the Valkyrie, yeah. That's
and the Valkyrie comes from the Nordic mythology.
Yeah. And they're the deities or like entities that come down and pretty much reap the great heroes of the battlefield for Valhalla. Yeah. Yeah,
and actually, the Valkyries have a huge role to play in the actual Ragnarok.
Oh, absolutely.
In Nordic mythology. So I thought it was a good interpretation of how, even though the Valkyries were close to godhood, they were acting more like a bridge to mankind, so they could reach or actually fight against the gods.
Yeah, it's a wonderful setup. They are literally that bridge between man and God. Yeah, and I just love this reinterpretation of like this mythology to show a totally different story in anime. I think it's a really cool thing how anime lends itself really well to like mythology retellings, I think. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that the writers of the story, I don't know if it's a manga or not, if it's an original anime.
I think yes, I think it was originally a manga. There were 2 writers that I saw online. I'll have to look again for the names.
Okay.
But started as a manga.
Still, at the same, it doesn't really matter if it's a manga or original series. The amount of research that you have to make.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Because it's like, you have, like, just with Greek mythology, you have a lot of stories.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of information.
Much. Yeah.
And you're just trying to grab all of them, blend them, and here's your fighting anime juice.
Right, yeah. Just a literal arena nukem. Just sock him. Yeah.
Because so far, at least in this first season, they also combined a lot of as I was saying, like not only like mythology, but religion. Like
yeah.
through the second fight, it's a lot about Christianity, and I love what they did with that passage of the Bible. I'm not gonna say anything more because
looking forward
spoilers.
to it. Yeah, looking forward to it.
But I love what they did with that passage of the Bible, because it's like, you know what, that's a fun interpretation, and it blends well with the plot.
Gotcha.
Because the character that they talk about, I'm looking for the words not to spoil it. The character, they first portray him as the embodiment of hatred towards the gods.
Okay.
But then they're like, no. It's not hatred. It's love towards humanity. And it's like, that's interesting.
Okay, all right. Because, I think, I have a suspicion of who it may be with how it's going, but okay.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't give you spoilers, so when you watch it...
yeah. I'll be surprised.
And also, they did cover a lot of historical facts, just with Liu Bao, and also with the third fight. It was also, they did cover someone from Japanese history.
Okay, yeah.
And they did the research, and of course they exaggerated a bit, because...
Oh, sure.
But
yeah.
But they were trying to keep it as true as possible, or in a way, do it like, this actually happened. We're just powering it up a notch.
Right.
But this actually kind of happened.
Wow, that's exciting. Wow.
And something that I didn't like about the series is the animation, the animation is good, but the how do you call it, the sakugaya, like the action scenes. They did rely a lot on just like static pictures when fighting scenes.
Yes, I see.
And I think that they could have animated a bit more some fighting scenes. I didn't see that a lot on the first fight, but on the coming fights, they do that a lot more regularly. So
okay.
Yeah, it's it was still pretty interesting to see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I wanted to ask you, because from your major, you said you studied a little bit of mythology.
That's right. Yeah, so I majored in comparative literature, and so a lot of like reading old texts from around the world too. I have a lot of general knowledge of many mythical traditions. Yeah, I guess you would say. Not quite an expert on any one particular thing, but yeah.
So, what would you have done to just, or what kind of techniques did the staff behind this anime do you think they used to just like grab all these mythologies and somehow blend them all into as part of the same universe?
Yes. Oh yeah. Actually, that is a great question, because it does take a little bit of research, obviously, but also a bit of skill. There was a book that I read that specifically mentions that mythology lends itself really well to retellings. So in these retellings, these myths are really malleable, or really like plastic. So you could go in and change certain things, but make it still recognizable enough to put in a unique story of your own like making, I think. So yeah, that specifically they really hammered hard in this show, as they pulled out these characters with their like desires and with their particular characteristics, and then really like put them into the pot and like see how they react to each other. I think they did exceptionally well with that.
I think they also did really good, especially with the portraits of the gods, or at least, as far as I know, the little bit of knowledge that I have regarding those, mainly the Greek and the Nordic mythology, is like they actually do portray Zeus and Odin, or even Thor. That those are some of the gods that have appeared so far.
Yeah.
In a really good way.
Yeah.
Because their behavior or some of their actions make you think, like, yeah, that's definitely Zeus.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I do have a little bit of like hints of that in the first couple episodes. Yeah.
And something that I also liked about that anime is that you start to side with the characters, and because the purpose of that anime is like, well, you gotta side with the humans.
Oh yeah.
Because these gods are anything but perfect. And that's one of the things that mythology has always shown.
Yeah, throughout all literary traditions.
Like, gods are all powerful, and they might think that they know everything, but
or
they are anything beyond perfect.
Yeah, and they think that they always have this attitude of greatness, of being above humans in all aspects. They're immortal, and so they're like superior to all the human race. Yeah,
and the way I'm telling this is because this also kind of like brought some flashbacks to God of War, for example, the PlayStation game.
Yeah,
because on the first 3 games of the series is just Kratos pretty much killing the 12 gods of the Olympus.
Oh, really? I haven't played it before.
It's a great series.
Yeah.
It's definitely really violent on the first 3 series.
Yeah.
But the plot overall, it's extremely good because he's showing how always the gods just toy with mankind.
Yes.
And how once a man, in this case Kratos, or in the case of the anime, the Valkyries with the entire manhood, rised against the gods. A lot of times the gods are like, well, who do you think you are? You lowlife? And then these humans start to also beat the crap out of these gods. And to the point that they almost die as well. They're like, I never thought humans were capable of that. And also it came back to the newest game of, not newest, but it came out like a couple years ago, but God of War, it dived now into the Nordic mythology, where he actually battles one of the Nordic gods, and he kills him.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah.
So, I think that there is this kind of notion for humans to not only be like God, but to beat them.
To beat gods.
To beat the gods.
Yeah.
Kind of like showing them, like, we're not here to to be your playthings, and
we're not
if you want to destroy us, it's gonna be over dead bodies. So
that is actually a very not sure. How, a very like it gets your blood pumping. It's like an exciting type of type of like storytelling, I think. Because as humans, we don't want to just like lie down and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess overall I would give that anime 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, all right. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'll have to finish it to give my my 2 cents on the rating. But yeah, well worth the watch then.
It is worth watching till the end, definitely. I'm not so sure if it's like worth watching like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like a fighting anime fan.
Oh.
It'll probably be the type of anime that you'd be into.
You go back to. Yeah.
But,
I see.
But at least for me, that I'm not a lot into exclusively just fighting. I thought it was pretty good.
That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see who they bring in for the humans and the gods for the next for the rest of the season, for the rest of the episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's definitely gonna have a second season.
Oh, awesome.
Or at least they make it.
They make it pretty obvious.
Because they did just cover 3 fights.
Really?
Out of 13.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 13 fights would be a lot for the amount of episodes there are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they do cover around 3 or 4 episodes each fight. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's those fights like the Dragon Ball Z fights.
Yeah.
Where, like it's like 20 seconds remaining, and they somehow managed to
prolong
to extend it for 5 episodes.
Yep.
It's kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah, I did notice that would be the case from the first fight, since they go over the flashbacks.
Yeah.
For quite a bit. And then like they show the moves for like, and it builds up for a while. Yeah. I noticed that too also with Thor going back with Mjolnir.
Yeah, because I think at the end they say that
which was
the first
fun.
fight
it was
lasts
pretty fun.
Like 16 minutes, and it's like, whoa, those are the longest 15 minutes of my life.
Oh no. Yep.
Those actually felt like an hour.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
I guess we can move on to the next topic that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
It's actually another Netflix anime series.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the non-Japanese anime series. And it's a Filipino anime series from Netflix.
Oh, I think I know which one.
You probably heard
I think I know which one.
Yeah, I started it today as well. I finished it today.
Yep.
It has 6 episodes, 30 minutes each, and it's called Trese.
That's right. I saw the trailer for that. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, it looked pretty dope from what I saw.
Yeah, if you are a fan of thriller or mystery or supernatural anime, Trese is the one for you. And something that I would like to emphasize is that it also covers a lot of traditions and folklore from the Philippines.
From the Philippines. Okay. I was thinking it would after seeing the trailer and looking into it a little bit more. So kind of like traditions and like stories that are prevalent.
Yeah. No more like tradition or stories, but more like the world of Trese is built above those stories. So where those stories are not stories, are actually a real thing. So the world of Trese takes place in Manila, which is the capital city of the Philippines. And I know that because I looked at in Wikipedia.
Oh, yes.
Not because I'm that great at geography. But in this world, magic is real. And magic is also part of the world. And these monsters from the Filipino folklore are also real and live among the people of the Philippines. And Trese, her name, that's actually her last name. Her name is Alexandra.
Trese.
And she is the bridge between the supernatural and like the physical world or humanity.
Sure.
Kind of like an avatar kind of vibe. Just like in the title. But of course, she has some magical powers, and she's always in the company of some twins that throughout the anime they explain a lot about the story of these twins. Then these twins are like family to her. But the way that this anime kind of like sets up everything is in a way that this female character, which according to like the creators at the beginning it was supposed to be a male character. But the creators were like, there are already a lot of buff guys out there, so let's make this a female character with some different traits. And that's how Alexandra came to be. And you can see that it has a lot of vibes, and even the creators said that. It has a lot of vibes from kind of like Constantine from the DC Comics, or even Batman.
Okay, that is very like Constantine. Kind of just that person that's in both worlds. Well, not really in both worlds, kind of a foot in both worlds. Constantine is very much like that. He's, oh wow, I actually thought about that when you were talking about it. So it's kind of like an occult, kind of like, is it like hunting these?
Yeah. I guess I have to explain that a lot, right? She's a detective.
Okay.
Like a supernatural detective. And she helps the local police with strange cases.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's able to get in contact or talk with some spirits. Or supernatural beings. And some of them are called, I believe they're called shadows.
Shadows.
And these beings are, I would say that are folklorically accurate in the way that there are some, I think I got the name in here, please tell me that, I forgot the name. Anyways, these are kind of like vampires or ghouls in Filipino stories that they're said that they would kidnap or eat people, and in this world of Trese, they are kind of like gang members. So a lot of these monsters are living on the underworld of the city and controlling pretty much human trafficking, drugs, and some of them are also kind of like holding a lot of power. And the job of Trese is just keeping the order between both worlds. But as it turns out, it's not as easy because there is I would say the main antagonist is the god of war in in Filipino I would say stories.
Okay.
And
so that would be that's like big. That's big stuff then to fight against.
Yeah, you're introduced to a lot of like Filipino traditions or pretty much their culture.
Yeah.
And how they're portrayed. And at the beginning, it's kind of hard to kind of like follow. But something that I really liked is that they actually had like the international audience. They took it into account.
Oh, I see.
But they do focus a lot in the Filipino audience, kind of like saying like, hey, look, we grab all those old stories that your parents or your grandparents have been telling you about these monsters.
Yeah.
And we brought them to you.
Yeah, putting them together. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of like
telling of folklore stories.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I saw this from Netflix as a very good move, because you would normally, and of course, when you think of anime, you think of Japanese cartoons.
Right. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if if the anime takes place on London or America
or Brazil.
Yeah, it's still produced pretty much all of it in Japan.
Yeah.
But this one was produced. I mean, the Japanese studio. I don't remember which one, but they did a branch in Tokyo. Had something. It was involved, but it was mostly done in the Philippines and also here in I believe in Los Angeles or San Francisco.
LA. Okay. Yeah.
The voice acting is great. The animation is great. Most of it is animated. Unlike kind of like Ragnarok that I was telling you, like at some point it kind of looked like a PowerPoint.
I see.
Not with Trese. With Trese, a lot of it's a lot more animated.
Yeah.
And just the color palette is really good as well, because they are trying to portray this kind of everything. Most of it happens at nighttime.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So
I did notice that in the trailer too, actually.
They do manage to actually throw that mysterious vibe to it, and that is definitely one of the animes that you should check out when you have time.
Alright.
And if you want to check out the comic, I think that the comic is available in English up to volume 3.
Okay.
Out of like 7 or so. So far.
So, pretty substantial amount.
Yeah. And the story so far includes just like this local folklore from the Philippines. But I think that for the second season, they are trying to also include some other Asian folklore tales. I think from China. Because on the very last episode, the after credits scene, you get to see someone that looks a lot more like from the Chinese, I would say, culture than from the Filipino culture.
Yeah.
I think they're going to add a bit more of some other Asian folklore tales. And that also kind of like reminded me of a couple of animes. One original from Crunchyroll that is called Onix Equinox. And that actually focuses on a Mexican, I wouldn't say folklore because, well, yeah, you could say folklore because it focuses on a lot of Aztec and
yeah.
Mayan gods.
Yeah, Mayan.
And that was also really well developed as well.
It was, yeah. Just that whole atmosphere in that one was amazing. Yeah, it was Aztec and Mayan over there.
And hopefully either Crunchyroll or Netflix would be the ones who would actually launch a lot more animes from other parts of the world.
Yeah, that would be great to see. Yeah, those two and a couple more that comes.
And we can probably begin to see that this anime thing is not only from Japan, but that it has covered a lot more territory.
It sure does. From around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess that's all the time that we have for today.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks a lot for joining.
Yep. Hope to see you again.
And we will see you all next week. And I hope you have a good new week, Brian.
Oh, yes. And a good weekend.
All right, keep watching anime. Thanks for watching.